For me, CCRES is special because it's really about the people. It's about the researchers that we have on the team. It's about the governments that we're working with, the NGOs, our partners in both the Philippines and Indonesia. But mostly it's also about the communities we're working with at our pilot sites. It's also special because it's about how do we take some of the best research and possible solutions into some applied application on ground in some unique environments. And I think that's sort of unique in terms of the multidisciplinary approach and also how we're actually working together across such a broad range of people. Well, I actually have two roles with CCRES. Firstly, I'm the senior advisor. So my responsibility there is to ensure that the project actually gets up and running on ground, that our research teams are in place, our partnerships are in place, and that really we're meeting all of the key objectives of what we're required to do. My second role is a PhD researcher, and with this I'm actually looking at what might the future hold for these smaller, poorer coastal communities who are so reliant on fisheries and agriculture for their food security needs and also their livelihood needs. And really, how are they going to be able to cope with the challenges that they're currently facing, but also the challenges that they're going to face in the future? For CCRES, the people that will benefit the most from our work is really the decision makers, whether they're in governments, whether they're actually in management agencies, or whether they're in NGOs. And it's those decision makers not only within the Philippines and Indonesia, but also across the region as a whole. So our key responsibility is how do we scale up and replicate our information, but it's also about how can people at a global level use our information and our tools that we're going to be producing. So that's very much about how do we work with the World Bank and the GEF who are funding this project to actually ensure some of the findings are taken into broader approaches for their bigger projects.